You're not lonely because you're alone. You're lonely because you haven't learned how to be with yourself. We chase love, attention, and connection, and those things matter. But what matters more is realizing that you don't need someone else to make you whole. What you really need is space. Space to come home to yourself. And that journey starts now. There's a strange kind of loneliness that creeps in even when you're surrounded by people. You've felt it, haven't you? Passing couples on the street, watching your friends fall in love, scrolling past another perfect photo of hands held, lips kissed, lives shared, and in the quiet you wonder, when is it going to be my turn? That ache in your chest? That hollow throb that swells late at night? It's not weakness. It's a question from the universe to your soul. Can you be okay without anyone else? Can you sit in your silence and still feel whole? Most people run from loneliness. They cover up with noise, conversations they don't care about, relationships that don't last, and scrolling endlessly. But there's another way, a quieter, harder, more meaningful way. It begins with philosophy that has stood the test of time. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor, warrior, philosopher, wrote, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." He wasn't writing for the world. He was writing to himself, in silence, in solitude, exactly like you right now. This loneliness you feel is not punishment. It's an invitation to slow down, to go deeper, to begin again with you, because sometimes to rebuild, you must first unravel. And when everything falls away, only the truth remains. And in the stillness, the truth always speaks. The Stoics believed, you don't need to control the world. You only need to master yourself. Epictetus, born a slave, once said, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some are not. What's outside your control? Their feelings, their choices, whether they stay or leave. What's inside your control? The way you breathe, the way you carry yourself, the way you think, and how you choose to rise after falling. Imagine this. You text someone, they don't reply, and your mind spirals. Did I say something wrong? Am I too much? Not enough. But a Stoic stops, takes a breath, and reminds themselves, that's outside my control. What I choose to think, that is mine. Because most of your pain doesn't come from what's happening. It comes from what you imagine is happening. The Stoics didn't avoid emotion. They trained it. They didn't chase approval. They built peace so deep, no one could shake it. They knew that if you calmed the storm inside, no storm outside could touch you. Control what's yours. Let go of the rest. That's not weakness. That is wisdom. Let me tell you a story. A man I know, kind, strong, thoughtful, was left by the woman he thought he'd spend his life with. No warning, no explanation, just a message. I'm not in love anymore. And everything crumbled. He stopped eating, stopped speaking. He lived in the dark for weeks. Curtains drawn, phone off, hope gone. Later, he told me something I'll never forget. It wasn't the breakup that broke me. It was that I had made her love my identity. When she left, I felt like I disappeared with her. But one morning, something shifted. He reached for a book, Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. Page 1, one sentence. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. That same morning, he shaved. He opened a window. He wrote in his notebook, become someone I would admire, even if no one else ever sees it. From that day, everything changed. He walked, he read, he worked out, he breathed, he healed. 30 days, 60, 90, he didn't chase her. He chased growth. He didn't move on. He moved forward. And slowly, he became someone new. A year later, he launched a business helping others through heartbreak. He didn't need revenge. He didn't need validation. He leveled up because heartbreak didn't end him. It rebuilt him. And this time, he built himself on something solid. His values, his discipline, his worth, no longer borrowed from someone else. Loneliness is a gym, a silent, Sacred place where no one's watching. But everything's changing. There are no mirrors here. No applause. Just you and the decision to not waste the pain. This is where Stoicism becomes real. Not in quotes, not in books, but in the practice of showing up even when no one sees. When your heart feels empty, fill your calendar. When your mind races, slow your breath. When your energy dips, lift something heavy. When your hope flickers, walk into the light, even if your hands shake. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, but his real victories were won alone, with pen, with breath, with discipline. So train, read, move, reflect. Every rep is a brick. Every walk alone is a laying a foundation. Every quiet act of self-respect builds something no one can take from you. Don't waste your solitude. Use it, shape it, let it shape you, because the strongest version of you is forged in silence. Now let's talk about love. You can love someone with your whole heart and not fall apart when they leave. That's Stoic love. The Stoics didn't reject love. They simply refused to let it control them. Seneca once wrote, "He is most powerful who has power over himself." True love isn't losing your center. It's sharing your heart without surrendering your soul. You can want them, miss them, even cry when they go. But you must never forget, you are not incomplete without them. Most people say, "I gave them everything." But Stoicism says, give love, not your identity. Love like this, with presence, not pressure, with strength, not sacrifice, with openness but never obsession. If they walk away, mourn, then bow to fate, and rise, because what's meant for you can't be stolen. And if love never comes, you are still whole, because you never needed to be completed. You only needed to be undivided. This is what love looks like when it's not built on need, but on peace and on power. Now take a breath. Look back. You were left, ignored, forgotten, maybe even invisible. But did it break you? Or did it wake you up? You started rising earlier, reading more, thinking deeper, lifting heavier, sitting longer in silence. You stopped begging for love and started becoming someone worthy of their own respect. That's what Stoicism is. Not numbness, but strength, the power to stay still when everything tells you to panic, the power to say, "I am okay now," even if they never come back. So if tonight you're still alone, don't scroll, don't reach, just breathe and sit with yourself. There's something sacred in that silence, because loneliness didn't break you, it built you. And one day when someone asks, "Where did your strength come from?" you'll smile and whisper, "I earned it in the quiet." Headphone, if this message found you at the right time. Comment, "I choose strength." Subscribe for more, and share this with someone who needs it.